This December I'm making a Christmas calendar using vanilla JavaScript and HTML canvas. In each one of these days, I'm gonna procedurally generate a unique Christmassy item because I need icons like these around this time, and good free ones are hard to come by. I also want to easily scale and color them in different ways. I hope you'll follow along and implement your own versions so I can showcase them in a special video on the 24th. You'll practice working with coordinates, basic math, and various JavaScript programming techniques. It's a good project, I think, to learn about code modularity, reusability, and how to write consistent code. Today is day 10 and we're gonna draw candy.
Coding with Radu. Let's code now.
To draw candy here, next to the other items, we're gonna go to index.html, prepare our function here in the array at index 10, draw candy, and we'll implement this in its own file. Inside of the items folder, candy.js. Control clicking this in VS Code creates the file next to the others like so. And now let's quickly implement a function here given the context, x and y of the center, the size, and the hue. And I'm going to use some helper variables here to get access to the top left of the bounding box and draw it here for reference so that we can use it when designing the candy so it fits. Now I'm going to start with a simple ball here in the middle. Let's define this one. And it's going to be in the center. I'm going to give it the x and y that come here as parameters. And then the radius, it's going to be maybe a quarter of the size. So the size of this ball will be half the size of the bounding box. And let's use the normal hue color for now and draw this ball using the circle method we created previously at the ball location with the radius and passing the fill style to be the ball color. Save, refresh, and there's the ball. Now I want to give some pattern to this, like stripes over it, similar to what we did here. And I'm going to show you a trick to do that by first drawing a line from this point to this point. I know it's kind of weird, but bear with me for a moment. Begin path, move to the top left, line to bottom right, and this bottom right we need to define up here. Then the right is the x plus half the size. Let's also set a stroke style here, maybe the lightest color version that we have, and let's stroke. And this is the line. Now the trick to make it stripe this ball is to first make it very thick so it covers the ball. I'm going to go here and say line width, and it definitely covers the ball and everything else. And to make it striped, we are going to set here a stripe width to a fraction of the size, maybe 5%, and then use the line dash with this stripe width for the stripe, for the dash, and also for the spacing. Now save, refresh, and this is what we get. But what we need to do is limit the drawing to what is over the ball here. We still have this path after we draw the circle in the context memory. So what we could do is go here and clip, and we get what we wanted. But now I still want to draw those kind of things coming out here, some arcs like pizza slices to the top and to the bottom. And if it's clipped like this, I can't do that anymore. So a way to kind of undo the clip or revert to the previous version of the region where we are allowed to draw is to save the state And now we can restore the state here. And of course, this changes nothing to what we have at the moment. Everything still works the same. But now drawing here an arc, let's say at the top of this ball, going upwards, it will be visible. So we begin a path and we move to center, X, and then the ball top. We don't have this top at the moment here, part of the ball object, but we'll define it in a second. Let's do the arc with the center there and then the ball radius. I want to reuse that value. And now thinking about these angles, starting there, so it goes to 5 pi divided by 4, and then 7 pi divided by 4, I think. And then we fill. Now that top value, and we'll also need a bottom value. We use getters because it's going to use the radius of this ball. Here we add it. And now this should work. Save, refresh, and yeah, it's fine. And we'll duplicate this whole piece of code here at the bottom as well. So these become bottom, and these angles here, so 45 degrees, which is a quarter pi, and then 3 pi divided by 4, I think. Save, refresh, and there's the candy. Nice. I don't have candy here, but I do have this cherry tomato. Probably healthier.